Ever wonder why good stuff gets boring if it happens all the time? It's because good things, like anything else that's awesome, need a little bad stuff to really stand out. But does that mean bad things are just a normal part of life? Something we have to tolerate? Let's explore the idea of whether the world is basically good or bad. Think about it this way. Imagine a world where everything is always perfect. Would good things even be good anymore? Definitely not. What makes good things great is that there are also bad things around. It's like light. You can't have it without darkness. But that doesn't mean bad stuff is necessary. Something we just have to accept. It's more about understanding what we see as bad and why it bothers us. We tend to fight against or just suffer through tough times because they're new and uncomfortable. But that's not the best way to deal with them. Instead, we should see these challenges as chances to learn and grow. If we just label them as bad, we miss out on the chance to turn them into something great. What if we thought of the universe as basically good? How would that change how we see challenges? If everything is good at its core, then bad experiences must either not be real or they're just us misunderstanding something. Think about it. You wake up with a headache. Is that inherently bad? If the universe is all good, then your headache must be part of that goodness too. Your body is not your enemy trying to hurt you with pain. It's just your brain saying, hey, pay attention. Maybe you are stressed, dehydrated, or haven't been eating well. Once you understand why your head is pounding, you can not only get rid of the pain, but you can also learn something valuable. You can figure out what needs to change, making things better for yourself and everyone around you. Think about losing your job too. If everything is basically good, then even that can't be completely bad. So again, it's about how you see it. Did I do something wrong that get me fired? If so, this whole thing is a chance to learn from my mistakes and maybe get that job back or a similar one even better than before. But if I don't learn, this pressure is kind of necessary to push me towards learning the lessons I need. Without growing and learning, life gets stuck. But what if you didn't mess up and still lost your job? Maybe stuff just happened that was out of your hands. In that case, trust that the universe, or whatever you believe in, is moving you on to the next thing. Life is always changing, and sometimes that means moving jobs. These changes might feel like setbacks, but they actually help us grow and develop. A new job could have better opportunities and rewards, especially since you'll be going in with more experience and knowing what you want. So again, losing your job might be tough at first, but it's not necessarily bad. It's all about how you see it. You might say, these are easy examples. But what about losing someone close? Can the universe still be basically good then? Absolutely. Just like before, it's all about how you see it. Think about it this way. Does it really make sense that this amazing universe, with all its complex rules and beauty, would create a life where we spend years learning, loving, and building ourselves up only to have it all disappear when our body dies? Seems kind of messy, right? Especially considering how precise and orderly everything else in a space seems to be. Are we stuck in these bodies forever? Does dying mean we just cease to exist? If that's what you believe, then you're missing out on the bigger picture. Our bodies are just like houses we live in for a while. We can dream and experience things even when our bodies aren't there. So it makes sense that we're more than just physical beings. Our physical bodies are like garments we wear for a time. Eventually, we will put them aside and continue our journey in a different state of being. Everything we see as bad is just a limited view of a much bigger, more amazing reality. People who are enlightened appreciate both the good stuff and the stuff we normally see as bad. They find beauty in getting what they want, but also in the challenges they face along the way. After all, these challenges are what help us grow and become wiser. Making and spending money can both be fulfilling. When we spend, we turn it into experiences and things we enjoy, making our lives richer and opening doors to even more good stuff. Just like that, a calm mind and restless one can both be valuable. When your mind is racing, it is a sign you need to refocus on what you really want and get back on track. Getting help from others and being strong on your own aren't opposites. Having people support you feels great, but it's when you're on your own that you build real inner strength and confidence. It is beautiful when God answers our prayers, but it's also beautiful when He stays silent, because in those moments we remember that He has already created us whole and given us the power to achieve our desires within ourselves. Here's a secret to help you on your way. No matter where you are in life, there is always a path that leads you to what you want. But the road won't be smooth. There will be bumps and detours. If you let these things stop you, you'll never get where you're going. Imagine someone on a trip to this amazing place. If they get hung up on a bad night at a hotel, it ruins the whole trip for them. But a real traveler would just shrug it off and keep their eyes on the prize. People who know what they want and are ready for anything that comes their way stay on track and reach their goals no matter what. On the other hand, if you get distracted by every little thing, you'll never stick with anything long enough to succeed. You'll give up on your dreams and just see setbacks as failures. The point is, the universe, which is giant and super smart, has its own rules, and things don't just randomly happen. It naturally pushes away things that don't fit. So, if you feel far away from your goals, it's not because you are unlucky, it's a sign that something inside you isn't lined up with what you want. Once you fix your beliefs and actions to match your dreams, the universe will start working in your favor and help you get them. It's a kind of universal law. When you're on the same wavelength as your desires, you attract them. When we're cool with everything going on around us, we're constantly growing, just like life and the universe itself. Everything's always moving and getting bigger. If we fight against this natural flow, it just holds us back and makes us lose in the end. Think about the bigger picture. Bad stuff wasn't meant to be a thing. We kind of create our own evil by focusing on the negative. But if we shift our focus away from all that negativity, we open ourselves up to all the good stuff that's already there. We either get what we want right away, or we learn the lessons we need to get it soon. With some practice, you can build this awesome habit and see how much it changes your life for the better.